We're going to now take a look at PBIS and AISD. Thinking about our school-wide implementation for Tier 1, we want you to think about your school-wide Tier 1 behavior curriculum. This consists of your campus discipline system, which outlines what is teacher managed versus office managed. And we need to look at how do we teach those expectations and develop those lesson plans, including examples and non-examples for teaching expectations to our students, and also having a reinforcement system that acknowledge those students who are meeting those expectations. In addition to our school-wide behavior curriculum, which focuses on the non-instructional areas, let's look at our Tier 1 classroom assistants, thinking about those Big 6 evidence-based practices, which you see outlined here. PBIS can impact your campus culture. When we look at this diagram, we see here in the very center, we have our Tier 1 behavior curriculum, which includes campus and discipline systems, expectations and lesson plans, and reinforcement systems. Those three components continually impact your campus culture. We're now going to take a closer look at the school-wide PBIS Tier 1 behavior curriculum, and we're going to start with the campus discipline system. Now let's look at a campus discipline system from Shackelford Junior High. Here on this campus discipline system, they have teacher managed versus office managed behaviors clearly outlined and defined. They have listed corrective strategies to implement prior to writing an office discipline referral. They have clearly delineated step-by-step adult expectations, teacher and administrative, to address student behaviors. Let's take a look at a school-wide behavior expectations matrix. This is just an example of how we have integrated district safety protocols within the school-wide matrix, and this is for in-person learning. So as you can see, we have the different areas of the campus. We have entering the building, hallways, cafeteria, outdoor common areas, the office, restrooms, and exiting the building. Down the left side, we have ready, responsible, and respectful. And as you can see, the text that is in red are the things that we integrated in the matrix that includes the district safety protocols. Please make sure that these items are confirmed with the district, with the current district protocols. Let's now take a look at the school-wide reinforcement systems. Let's start with why is it important to have school-wide reinforcement systems. School-wide reinforcement systems increases the likelihood of behaviors we want to see in the future. Reinforcement fires the pleasure center of the brain, resulting in a longer lasting impact on the behavior. It focuses staff and student attention on desired behavioral expectations. And of course, it's fostering a positive school climate and a culture of care. How do we create these school-wide reinforcement systems? The team will confer with you prior to implementing a school-wide reinforcement system. We expect the team to collaborate with the principal, team, and students regarding potential reinforcers. And the team will include the reinforcement system in the campus PBIS action plan. When looking at the PBIS in the classroom, we're looking at those big six evidence-based practices: culture, structure, expectations, interaction, reinforcement, and correction. Also, PBIS aligns with T-Test Dimension 3. 3.1 refers to environment, routines, and procedures. 3.2 is managing student behavior, and 3.3 is classroom culture. When we're looking at PBIs in the classroom, we have implementation standards. These standards should be shared with your campus. Components of evidence-based classroom management practices, and this is also aligned to T-Test learning environment and instruction dimensions. This is your guide for what is the standard for implementing PBIS. Here's a sample of an elementary classroom matrix integrating COVID-19. Now, it's really important to know that our department created this as a guide in the event that you have to modify your matrix to meet TEA guidelines. Please confer with the campus principal to receive the most recent district-related protocols and procedures prior to initiating final PBIS systems and practices. Behavior expectations must align with AISD safety protocols and procedures. This is simply an example. Here's an example of an online classroom behavior expectations matrix. As you can see, we have areas that include entering online classrooms, lessons and assignments, online classroom discussions, and that last column is for parent-family learning support. And so we have this available in English and Spanish. And so this is an example of what an online classroom behavior matrix would look like. Let's now take a moment to have a summary reflection of what we've learned. The Big Six supports PBIS in the classroom. Is this true or false? This is true. The school-wide behavior expectation matrix can be used on your campus to help sustain and support climate and a culture of care. Is this true or false? It is true. School-wide reinforcement systems can be used as a reward and/or recognition platform for PBIS systems to highlight students and staff throughout the school year. Is this true or false? This is true. T-Test Dimension 3 and PBIS align to achieve fidelity at the campus level. Is this true or false? This is true. The Big Six evidence-based practices in the classroom are culture, structure, expectations, interaction, reinforcement, and correction. Is this true or false? This is true. Congratulations, you have now finished the video for this module.